Hello, how are you? Great to have you again. Hope you're going well. Hope the semester has been great. Okay, today we want to talk about something very interesting, something to cap all what we have been trying to say. So, a number of times people have said that why do you like career like this? Like, career is not everything. Career. Like, the richest men are not career men. And I agree, that is very true. Um, the richest people in the world are not career people. Actually, you cannot be wealthy, you cannot be truly wealthy with career. That's the truth. Um, so it's business and investment that will make you wealthy. That is true. But then, career is the platform that people like us, who were not born with a silver spoon, can have a chance to thrive. You know, so if you are like me, you didn't have your parents move wealth over to you. You know, you didn't have your parents will so much wealth. To commend a book that you read, it's a really good one. Four Quadrants. I think the Four Quadrants by Robert Kiyosaki. I think that's his last name. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's a really good book, and I recommend you read it to open your understanding to career versus business versus investment. You know, all that. So yeah, I agree. Nobody really becomes wealthy through career, but rather through business and investment and stuff like that, entrepreneurship. But if you are like me, that you were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and you might need career for a start. Some people have this gift where they can just take high risk, just go to the bank, take a big loan, start a business and stuff like that. And they have the personality for marketing and all that, and it works out for them. But not many of us are like that. Not every one of us is like that. So if you're like me, that you don't have that gift, that innate gift for entrepreneurship, high risk spirit and all that kind of thing, then you better start with career, because career gives everybody an opportunity in this life. Some of us, your father could not have afforded what you are having now, but you only came on the platform of education. So education and career gives everybody a fair chance in life, really. So if you work hard in education, you do your career thing very well, it gives you an opportunity, and gradually you begin to earn an income, you begin to raise a capital for business and investment. You see that? So yeah, I think that is why I am about career and education, because it just gives. Even I have seen stories. This is not real. That I have practically seen stories of people who could not afford anything. All they had was one brilliant daughter. That's all the family had. A daughter who knows book, as they would say in Nigeria. Just one child that knows book. That's all. And their family turned around. So it's an opportunity. It gives us that opportunity to make it in life. So it's a good starting point. And I'll just run through some reasons why you can take career seriously, and you can start with career. Okay, don't end with career. Like we have said, nobody really becomes flourishing through career, but career is a good start. It gives everybody an opportunity in this life, and as you build on it, you also build capital, right? And from that capital, you can now transition into business and investment and stuff like that. Okay, so real quick, let's just run through some points why education and career can be really key. So number one, I already said that it gives everybody a level playing ground, right? Gives everybody a chance. Yeah. So if you're not born with a silver spoon, you do not have the capital to start business. There are some people, their parents already willed a lot of wealth to them. You know, there's some people, if they want to start a business today, they don't need to go to the bank for a loan. They don't need to take that risk. You know, their parents already have the capital for them. So if you are not in that category, career gives you the opportunity to start from somewhere. Number two is career helps to build your work ethics and character. Some of us don't have character, and I mean, I'm also working on my own, so don't think I'm judging you and thinking that I'm all perfect. But really, many of us don't have character, and you want to start business. Hey, that business will just go under. So please, you want to build your character, you want to build your work ethics, and through career you would work with different kind of people. The good, the bad, the ugly, the hot and the cold. You know, you would work with different temperaments. You will work with different persons, different, some will like you, some might not. You know, you will learn how to manage all these things, all these situations, you know. So when you get into business, you're a better person. You can manage clients. You know, your character has been built. Your work ethic now is standard. You understand? Ask business people, when they started their own business, they became more busy. Maybe now you are doing a 9 to 5 and you are complaining. Don't worry, when you start your own business, you see that there is no clock. There is no at any time you can just work. You know, I know you have the flexibility of, you know, working when you like that, but you find out that overall, especially at the beginning, you are working more than you were working in career. You know, so it requires a sound work ethic. You know, so career gives you opportunity to build all that. Yeah. So another thing about career, which we've mentioned, is that it helps you raise capital. Right? You're being paid your salary. You can save up for your business. You can save up for your investment. Okay. Now we're saying all this so that you understand that career is a good starting point, but don't just stay there. Don't just have goals of being the managing director of your company. It's not the best. It would have been better if you, now some of us are going to, through our career, start a business such that the business is kind of part of our career. Does that make sense? Like I'm an engineer, I can in the future decide to have my own engineering firm. Now it has become my business, even though it's still in line with my career. So that is good. So don't just aspire alone to be managing director of another man's company, right? Aspire to also own your own, you know. And if that's not your calling, you can go in a different direction, investments, business, real estate, you know. Those can be really good. Those can be really helpful to become wealthy. Yes. So don't just stop at career. But career is good for a start if you're like me, coming from a base background. Yeah, career can help you. Career can help with a number of things actually. You know, the character building, the networking as well. You're going to meet people, so you have plans for business and stuff like that. It helps you to meet people actually. So that's another benefit of it. Another thing is, career is what gives you legal stay in the US. Yes. Take out your education and your career. You know, whether you're in school or you're an OPT, whatever, that is what gives you legal stay in the US. So you cannot just trade it. So yeah, this was just to encourage us to take our education and our career seriously. Don't just jump at motivational speech, because we see a lot of that out there. You just tell you, oh no, go for business, go for investment. Listen, me too, I'm going for investment. Okay, but it's not like that. It's not. except if you have that gift of entrepreneurship. Some people have it. I met a guy who had it. This guy is good to go. The Irish taker, he has the personality, everything. Like this one is good to go. But better stay within your calling. If you know you don't have that gift, then slowly work your way out there. Slowly work your way to the wealthy. Don't just right after school, I don't need a job. You might need a job to start, but don't stay there. Oh, and one last thing, please, lest I forget. For those of us that are Christians, which I think probably the bulk of people watching this, don't forget to be a blessing. We are blessed only to be a blessing. So please pay your tithes because give to the kingdom of God. To be honest, that's the reason God is gonna make you wealthy, so that you can be a blessing. So don't fail him in that regard. Yeah, God bless you. Love you.